Hey everybody, did you know you can go to colinmullen.com in order to get art and art prints? And someday I'll actually upload the art you're about to see onto it too, and you could buy that as a print, and that would be cool. Or you could buy other things. colinmullen.com. So hey everybody, I want to talk about this painting, and that's actually going to be the subject for today, is this painting. I don't normally do this. Normally I just have like a, 10-second thing about the painting, and then we move on. Because, most of the time you want to talk about the subject or whatever instead. But I figured, hey, let's talk about the painting exclusively this time, because I want to just talk about my process a bit. And just, stuff that goes on in my head that doesn't really get involved into the video, that you don't hear about, see about, that kind of thing. So recently I learned about the fact that it rains diamonds on Neptune. And I thought that was rad. That's so cool. So it has something to do with the fact that it is a lot of pressure on a lot of carbon. And when you put pressure on carbon, you get, diamonds. And in addition, in 2017, they figured out that the planet itself is so ludicrously hot, 3,000 to 8,500 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I'm pretty sure you just die being near that. Humans are like 98.7 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's like, yeah, you just die. An oven gets up to like 350 degrees Fahrenheit, bare minimum, to make pizza or, chicken if you're going to spend some time at it. So 3,000 degrees is like 10 times the heat for pizza. That's the metric I'm using. And that's the low end of the spectrum. And so in 2017, some scientists figured out that if you blast, well, they were using plastic in order to simulate this. If you get plastic or, just carbon material up to that level, that diamonds just melt. And so that means that on the surface of Neptune, there are oceans of diamond. So to paint this picture, there are oceans of liquid diamond, which is absolutely ludicrous to think about. The absolute heat that you'd have to get to in order to liquefy diamond. But there's another thing that you should know about Neptune, and that's that the heat there isn't gonna affect all of it. So there are like glaciers, there are icebergs, I guess you could call them, of diamonds just floating around in this liquid diamond. So it's raining diamonds, it's hailing diamonds, it's the sea is diamonds, and then the mountains, the icebergs, are diamonds. That is incredible. And I thought, what a cool thing to paint. What an amazing thing to think about. So I started looking into it. I started looking into the specifics of that because I wanted to paint something that's, sort of true to form. And so the atmosphere is mostly hydrogen. So, sort of, the way that Earth is, I guess. The reason that the sky is blue on Earth is because of the way that light refracts through hydrogen. So I figure the sky is probably blue, right? And so then I look up what diamonds look like, raw, because I figured, they're not going to be polished, clean diamonds that are these icebergs. And they're kind of boring. Like, look them up. It kind of just looks like quartz. Turns out the polishing process that, jewelers do really give it that luster and that shine, that give it that sparkle. So that's kind of disappointing. And then trying to look up what liquid diamond looks like, because as far as I can tell, it's only been done once, and in that one lab. There's no reference images for that. No one has, there are no pictures of what liquid diamond looks like. So this kind of leaves me with a conundrum. It either looks like diamond but wet and maybe boiling, or it looks clear, or maybe it's cloudy. Who knows? I couldn't really find any way to figure that out. I mean, I can't just, microwave up some diamonds. I don't have that kind of money, and I don't think my microwave gets that hot. So there's no way for me to know what that looks like. So I figure, okay, well, let's just make it look like diamonds, like raw diamonds. So here's, in the end, what that ends up looking like. You have a blue sky like you have on Earth, white mountains, white icebergs, followed by kind of a cloudy white plain. It's kind of boring, unfortunately. So what if we went more fantastical with it? What if we went and decided to make it so that way everything had a polished luster to it? You know, maybe the hail and maybe the boiling water makes that luster come out more. You know, it's like polishing it itself. I just don't have that pink. And so while I'm sitting here in front of my canvas thinking about it, I'm like, geez, man, I just need to think about this. I need to get out of my head and go do something else and just think about this. So I'm like, man, I wish I could go to a bar or like a cafe and just go sit. You know, you can't do that nowadays. Not that I drink at bars, you know, but just go out into a public and just sit in a place and maybe have a drink, you know, some coffee or something. It's not really a thing you do. To just sort of think about things that aren't the things that I normally think about. Just walking outside of my normal area where I sit to just have something else to do. A change of scenery does a lot to change your thought process. And so then I started thinking about, like, you know, how cool it would be to just sit in public without a mask on and sit at a cafe and just enjoy it. And I was like, that's all right. That's a thing I could paint. And so this is the eventual results of me trying to paint Neptune. It's a fancy looking guy, because I figure, you know, we got too many paintings of people just like at coffee shops. Why not make him fancy and give him a top hat? If we're gonna go out and do stuff, we might as well dress up fancy nowadays, you know? Wear a top hat. It's already such a hassle to go outside. You might as well just make it a special event. So, this is my attempt at painting Neptune. It's nothing at all like Neptune. It doesn't look like Neptune. As far as we know, Neptune doesn't look like this. But this is what happened when I tried to paint Neptune and realized I didn't have any pink paint and realized that I had no reference images and that there'd be probably just whiteness on top of blueness, which is very boring looking if I painted it more realistically. This is the process that I go through sometimes doing art. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed just the ramble of this video. I'm gonna go and thank the people on Patreon who helped make this video possible, who support me. You know, you can obviously support at any tier. If you support at $5 or more, though, I'll say your name in the credits. But thank you to everyone at every tier. You guys really do help. Thank you guys so much. But at $5 or more, I'll say your name in the credits. You get into Discord, and at $10 and more, you can even get an art critique if you decide to send me your art via email or, you know, just through the messaging thing of Patreon, whichever works for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go and thank those people, starting with Wapfu. Thank you, Wapfu. Thank you, Top Houndour. Thank you, That Two Guy. Thank you, Targo. Thank you, Snoutpunk. Thank you, Orthogonal Caster. Thank you, Mornatus. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Maliciousness. Thank you, Lost Nevada. Thank you, Kayla Hollinger. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Gala. Thank you, Dragon. Thank you, Demetrius Gazgales. Thank you, Chiptune Glitch. Thank you, Bubba Fair. Thank you, Bep. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Amber. And thank you, Ants! I just moved the mic away from my face there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's a weird video to be like, yeah, I just ended up deciding not to paint that. But, you know, take inspiration where you can get it. Sometimes it's in the inspiration of just, you know, I just wish I could go outside, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.